Ethics and technology share a very complicated relationship. For every positive thing that technology has done for ethics, it's also had done a negative thing. Like all throughout history, as technology has advanced, it seems like our ethical views has advanced as well, because you see, the more minorities that gained rights, the more the civil rights movements took place, technological advancements seem to occur at the same time. Like when the Industrial Revolution was going on, and more automobiles were made, and trains, and the invention of telephones, and eventually computers. As all that was going on, more people started getting the rights as well, and it seems like the way we viewed the world changed, and more people gained rights, and things became much more peaceful. Well, not entirely peaceful, but things became far better than what they initially were. But at the same time, more weapons are also being made. Like, more guns were invented, and eventually atomic bombs were made, and these were used to harm innocent people and to take lives, and it caused more, death and destruction, and it didn't really lead to good things happening. But many people might disagree with that and feel like that those things were used to protect ourselves from harm, and make sure that everyone was protected and was used for self-defense. But that's not really what we're discussing here. So I feel like personally though that technological advancements have done more good for the world than it has done harm. Like, it helps us communicate with each other better, and helps us get our information faster, and helps us get things done. Just helps us get things done quicker, I feel like. And like social media helps us communicate more people, and also for people who might have to gain awareness for certain topics, like maybe for mental health or for diversity. It gives them a platform to showcase their voice and help gain attention to the cause that they want to help gain attention to. And that's a good thing, because back then people weren't able to do that. They were able to do that, but now they can show more people. Instead of just having to march around. Back then all they had was paper and pencil and stuff, and they didn't just have a way to showcase to the whole entire world what they were trying to get across. But now it's to where we can do that, and we can record something all the way over here, and some people all across another country can see what we're talking about. And also it can show it. We can record stuff and show some injustices that's going on across the world, like people being mistreated, human rights being violated. We have a way to showcase that and show evidence that something negative is going on. So that's a really good positive effect. Now, many people might disagree with that and feel like social media at the same time also leads to us regressing. It's like we don't know how to communicate with each other as well, because all we know is to post things and to communicate on the phone, and we're not out meeting people, and that we're just inside, or we're too dependent on technology. Many people might feel like that we take advantage of the things we have, but I don't feel necessarily that's the case. I feel like people are just grateful for the things that they have, and that we are more appreciative of these things, and we're just using them because we're taking advantage of the resources that we have, and we're using them. We're not just wasting them. So I feel like personally that we're not abusing it, but we're just using it for what it was meant to be used for. But like I said, many people might not feel that way. But at the same time, with the technological advancements, with the more weapons being made that you've been used to harm people. and then also with social media, we have hackers who are able to go on to these websites and get our information and use them against us. And that is a negative thing, because that affects people's lives. And that personal information is something that we want to keep to ourselves. Now, at the same time, many people might feel like that we post that information on the websites, and therefore we are asking for that to happen. But that's not necessarily the case. And it doesn't have to be social media that okay, you can just go on any website that you might put your information into. Somebody can go in there behind it and find a way to gain access to that. That's why you have to be smart and wise about the website that you use, and make sure that you're not putting yourself in danger. You have to check and make sure you're using secure websites, and that you're not just going anywhere and putting information. You have to watch. You have to be responsible for those actions yourself, and make sure that you don't get taken advantage of. So that, like I said, not everybody, but it's just sometimes you can't control that. Like these people, they have ways to do this. But another good thing about that is that the government and the authorities have a way to find out who's doing this. Like they can easily just locate the person's phone, and they can find their location, and basically make sure that person receives the proper consequences for the actions that they committed that might have affected somebody. And like I said, that's a positive thing about technology, because back then it wasn't as easy to find out who committed crimes, and many people the wrong person could easily have been framed for a crime. But now we have ways to just find out who's doing things like this. But also, with the advancements in computers, we are able to, we research information. And for us as students, it allows us to do better, complete our work better, and do better and faster. And it leads to us being able to achieve more than what we would be able to without it. And I personally feel like that. I'm grateful that technology has been advanced to this point. That we can even doing this project, you're able to record yourself on the phone, instead of having use a camera or whatnot. So it helps it just helps. And like using the computers, you can find information like articles and stuff to help you do your projects better. And it just helps you. It really does. Technology, I feel like, also helps with our ethical view, because we're able to look up things to see that happened, and know that that's not right, or if we ever, like I said, use social media to post an opinion that we might have felt was right, but then later we might think about it, after hearing someone else voice their opinion, maybe it makes us think, maybe that wasn't right to think that way. It helps. It just helps you understand yourself better, and understand what's going on across the world better. And it gains attention, because like all around the world, there's lots of things going on that aren't good, and you're able to look this stuff up on websites, and find out what all the negative, the killings and stuff that go on in these places. And by this, it helps us gain awareness for that, and try to prevent, help make our world a better place. Like I feel like the more technology has advanced, the more we as a people have advanced with our way of thinking. And it has really helped us change our opinions about things, and learn what to truly value in life, and how to appreciate life more. And has led to us treating people far better than what we used to do, and helps us realize what's really important and what we should really value. So overall, I think ethics has and technology do benefit each other more than they negate each other. I feel like technology and ethics relying on each other is a good thing, and it's going to help better our world for the future, as well as continue to do so in the present.